All right, Dylan. We're ankles deep.
We're deep.
No, we're shoulders deep.
We're in there. We're in there.
What do we got in the bay?
We got an 18 SQ5.
Okay.
Getting the upgraded turbo.
Wow. And what's this from?
This is Integrated Engineering 750 kit. Pretty much a direct bolt-on. There is like a inlet adapter.
Okay.
Other than that, it's pretty much a direct bolt-in as far as I've seen so far.
Sweet.
Have yet to do one of these yet, but
cool.
Not too bad, really.
And I see we got the stock one off.
Stock one's off.
He's got a high flow IE on there?
Yep, yep, right. High flow cat. Then we did the, I already did it, but...
No, let's take a look.
Show you what, trying to try to explain what's involved with that. Is the high pressure pump. So we're all
IE here? Yeah. All IE, yep. Okay, cool.
So it's the high pressure pump upgrade. So basically, you take the plunger out of the high pressure pump. Yep. Which is not terrible, but ideally you want to use a press. The OE plungers are press fit onto this retainer, and then when you get the new one, it'll come with, like, if you've ever done like valve springs in a car before, like valve spring keepers. Yeah. It comes with those, and then a new retainer for the top of that.
Now, question for you: if someone at home watching this wants to do this turbo, is it necessary to do this upgraded fueling?
I believe, I believe you have to. I believe you have to do the upgraded pump. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna need some more fuel. Cool. Yeah.
Well, so definitely recommended. If not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always better to have more than you need. You don't want to push it, you know.
Right.
It's not terrible to do, but you could do it. If I mean, even if you don't have a press, if you have a vise at least, or you could. I mean, you could probably try to like channel lock it too. It's really not that tight in here. But yeah, with a press it comes right out. Cool. And then the new one you could just pop in by hand. I didn't even use a valve spring compressor or anything. Sweet. But
and what are we working on in the engine bay right now? Just getting prepped to put that in?
Yeah, right now we just got all the gaskets in, so I'm gonna change out all. There's one gasket here. There's a little O-ring that goes here, O-ring here, and then there's all these rubber O-rings that go onto here, onto your oil feed lines. The oil drain is a little funky on this thing. Yeah. So because on the bottom of the turbo you can't really get to it, so they kind of have this plastic retainer that just holds it to the turbo. Yep. And then when you go to put the new turbo in, you got to make sure that lines up. Cool. It came out pretty easy, so I'm expecting it to go in pretty easy as well, but you know how that goes. We'll see. Because it does have these like weird, kind of see what the best way to show you is like the flange for these. So you kind of, see the end here is tapered. Yep. It's like slides into the bottom bracket. Okay. And then there's two studs which I was able to take out from here. You kind of slide the turbo this way. Now the pedestal for the drain tube has to go straight down. So waiting to see how that's going to work out, but
that looks fun.
Yeah, it should be.
Also, the size of this.
It's the toilet bowl.
Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's big.
So, from my understanding, the reason they do this, I mean, obviously you can see the wheel is nowhere near the size of the outlet of the turbo. Yep. The reason they do this is so you get even flow over the cat. Okay. They just use one cat to split the banks. Instead of having like a cat on each downpipe, they use one large one so to actually make sure that cat's heated across it. Yeah, it is big. To make sure it's heated across it, they use a big old outlet on there. Sweet. Keep everything evenly heated, kind of get the most efficiency out of the cat. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's get this thing on there and let's see what I'm excited for the cold start. What we got an exhaust on this thing? Or just high flow?
I mean, it's definitely got test pipes I can see. Okay. Or down pipes on this, I guess you would call
them. So it's definitely going to sound good.
It was loud when I brought it in, so I don't think it's going to be any quieter.
That's good.
Yeah. No, they sound good.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Let's get to it.
Oh yeah.
feeling. Mounting up the turbo, how do you feel?
It's in there. So that little oil drain, I don't even know if you could see it. All the way down there.
It's deep, huh?
It's deep. So what I kind of did was kind of got it down. So this is like almost, it's a V-band, yeah, but it's like almost like a ball and socket. So I sat it kind of onto here.
Yep.
Lowered it down a little bit. Got the outlet on. Then lined up this like slip fit flange here.
Right.
And then
that was like the angled one we were talking about before.
Right, that little wedge thing.
Yep.
And then I got this angled pick and pulled the drain over to the hole, and it kind of just fell into place.
Cool. So pretty much plug and play.
Yeah.
When you're mounting this up.
It worked out pretty good, yeah. Pretty much dropped right in. Really not too bad.
Cool.
If you've ever worked on these before, you know these are a pain in the ass. These inlet bolts here, even the factory ones, are like, you can see this bolt here
like
lines,
no room,
it just lines directly up to this crossover pipe here. But what they do is they have a notch side on here, so you can kind of leave that bolt down in there and just kind of swing the inlet on. Then you just have to worry about tightening up this top one and snugging up this bottom one. I leave these ones on, these style clamps. If anybody's ever messed with these, you know these are a pain in the butt. You can just pull them off, but they
suck to get on.
It sucks. It sucks. And I'm not the biggest guy, so getting those things off sucks. So I just take these ends off, take the whole hose with it.
Big D.
Yeah, look at them. Look at them. They're little. You gotta work around it, you know.
Cool. No, everything's looking good in here.
Yeah, man.
T-minus how long till the cold start?
It really depends, because we still gotta, probably tomorrow. We still gotta fight this little clamp down here once you get the inlet on.
Yeah.
A bunch of little stuff that could either really help me out and just pop right into place, or it could, take an hour for one freaking clip. But so far, it's going pretty smooth.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Next day.
All right, Big D. So, to no surprise, the office guys, both of them, I'm going to blame both of them. Omar and Brett, I'm going to throw both of them under the bus.
This happens when you work on Audis, bro. Yo.
We need new...
Garbage.
Well, I'm gonna throw both of them under the bus because now we're working backwards.
We'll throw,
right?
Look, we'll throw them under the bus, but look. To be fair.
Injectors.
To be fair.
There's nothing to be fair about, though.
To be honest.
Okay, there we go.
So they updated the package that you need with this turbo, right? So originally it was turbo and then the upgraded guts for the high pressure pump, right? And that was it. So now what we're doing, since they updated it, we need more and more fuel. So we're going to, I believe they're S7 or RS7 injectors.
Okay.
And upgrading the map sensors to 4-bar map sensors. So that's what we're working on right now. We're doing the injectors, which are located under this rail here. So you got to pull basically your intake box, pull that all off.
So you had that all off already, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the box was there, but yeah, it would have,
Yeah, that's good.
a couple bolts were taken out, put in, and then taken out again. But not terrible, not terrible. So yeah, we're working on getting the rail out, and then we'll pop all the injectors out.
Sweet.
And pop the new ones in.
And then we'll get a cold start?
Then we'll get a cold start. Well, technically we already got the cold start with the turbo, but you know.
I knew we would be working backwards, so we're waiting for the real cold start.
The real cold start when
with
we're really
upgraded
ready.
Injectors.
And that should be it. we'll see if they revise the package before we finish it.
Thanks, office guys.
Blame it on the office guys.
You have to.
You have to. So,
also, why aren't you working in your bay?
We got Audi over here.
Oh.
We got Volkswagen. Drop the whole motor and transfer a coolant line.
Once again. Looks like this wasn't scheduled accordingly.
Meanwhile.
3 hours each side?
That's what they tell you.
How are we looking, Dylan?
We're looking good. Got these guys out of there.
Wow, so these are the stock ones, right?
These are the stock ones. So the ones that went in look essentially identical. They come right out.
So what did what do the upgraded injectors do for it?
So basically, injector size is orifice size, so like the size of the hole.
Yep.
And then how much you can open up, so how much fuel you're allowing into the cylinder. So you're limited to how much fuel you can deliver by injector size, basically. That's your deadhead, that's your final point.
Okay.
So bigger injector, you don't necessarily like say, if you just throw like 2000 cc injectors at a car that doesn't need it, it's not gonna run right. So you wanna make sure you're running the right injectors for what you're going for. If you're not making more power, don't get bigger injectors, it's not gonna make more power. I mean, unless we're talking diesels, that's totally different, because you just dump fuel and you're good to go. But yeah, these are just a slightly upgraded injector, just to support a little bit more fuel, make sure we're safe, don't lean it out. On this car, or these motors I should say, not entirely terrible to do. I mean, this side, the passenger side, is quite a bit easier.
You got a lot more room, huh?
You have a lot more room once you get the airbox out of there. You basically just pull the harness up. If you're doing this, don't worry about getting the harness completely out of the way, because it's not going to happen. It's just, you're just wasting your time. Basically, all you need to do is take your coil packs out, disconnect obviously the coil pack plugs, then your injector plugs, and your valve lift, I believe it is, plugs on the bottom. And then you can lift the harness up enough to unbolt the fuel rail and slide it out forward. And then you can just slide the injectors right out. These came right out. Direct injection injectors are notorious for needing like a slide hammer to pull them out.
Okay.
I don't know if these are going to be in the future, 10 years down the line, come right out. But as of right now, they pop right out.
Cool.
Doesn't have a lot of high mileage on it, so they're not like a lot of times if you do like an older car from like 2010 or whatever, this will all be carbon buildup here, and then it's a real get this out of the actual injector sleeve.
Just stuck in there.
It just gets stuck like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
But these actually, I think this is probably the first car I've ever pulled the direct injector rail out and the injectors came with the rail.
Oh, okay.
So it was like the opposite problem. I was like, wow, I thought that these were gonna get stuck in the car, but in reality they got stuck in the rail. So I just separated from the rail, popped it right out.
Cool.
New ones go right in. I mean, you really don't have to push very hard on these to get them in. They just, when you get them lined up right, they slide right in. There is, just to take note, the only thing, if you get these directly from Audi, they don't come with the isolator that goes right here.
Okay.
There's just like a plastic spacer that spaces this out so it doesn't go too far down.
So you swap it over?
Yep, you swap that over, and then you swap the top. There's a metal piece on top that keeps it spaced from the rail. That's kind of sprung. So when you bolt the rail down, it's holding this down from the collar and not from here.
Cool.
Yeah, that's basically it, man. It's pretty simple on these. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the way, but it's straightforward.
Once you get everything out of the way, you're good to go.
You're right in there. You're right in there.
Cool.
So
we're about T-minus 15 minutes till the cold start.
Maybe half hour.
Okay.
But
all right. Well, for the viewers,
I gotta
it's gonna be like 1 second.
Yeah, it'll be like that.
Yeah. Thanks, Big D.
Cold start.
Thanks, Big D.
You're welcome.
Cold start.
Cold start.
Except that thing smells like But listen.
That thing smells like America. But shit.
Dylan.
Yo, that's Dylan. He's in there.
Sounds like my stomach in the morning.
Sounds like my stomach after Papa John's 10-piece, baby. I don't even know if Papa John's has a 10-piece.
Wait, Cold Star. Wait, we gotta wait for this. Come on. Yo, Dylan,
cut that part out where I said
show
that's
us the front. Show us the front. The front, dude? Everything tightened up.
It's all good, bro.
We're all tightened up.
Engine cover's off, you know, just in case.
Did you forget to plug something in?
I hope not.
All right, he shut it off. What's
Go ahead, Omar.
What's it? Wait! We gotta get behind the car. Stand behind the car. Come on.
Go ahead, Omar.
All right, Cold Star. Cold Star.
Orange stars.
Cold Star.
Gold star. Orange stars.
Come on! All that hard work.
What?
He was like...
Where's the exhaust tips?
Yeah, so we got these big tips and the real tips. He got so scared.
It's still there.
There's not gas everywhere.
I didn't get sprayed in the face, so Joe's trying to get out. Good luck, buddy. I don't know where
There's a lot of shit here.
Dude, this is turned into a...
Yeah, watch my motor, bro.
Oh! Hey, that's mine. I can do what I want.
Watch that rotor.
I got skills, don't worry.
How do you feel, Dylan?
Hot.
The Cold Star sounded good.
Yeah.
Omar's gonna flash it.
Omar's flashing it. Got a couple more things to check on this old girl and she'll be good to go.
Test drive.
Test drive.
Flybys.
Flybys.
Horsepower numbers. Dyno run.
I don't know what the f*** is going on, Tyler. Our Wi-Fi is not good.
That's your boy B Money Brett. I thought he was a tech guy. You sweating?
It's hot.
Look, there he is right there.
This Sorry, I can't curse.
Don't worry, it gets bleeped out. So
It does. Bro, I break the ECU! Put the chargers on it! Do something! Alright, baby. Let's give it for round 2.
One eternity later.
You good, Big D?
We're good now.
Alright, Dylan. We're back in the SQ5.
We're back in the SQ5. We're driving. We're moving.
We are driving. That's a plus, right?
That is a plus for sure. Yeah. Honestly, went pretty smooth. We had one little kink with the diverter spacer the new tune didn't like, so we took that out.
Cool.
It's good to go now.
Sweet.
I want to scare those people.
Pulls good.
Pulls good for an
Pulls
SUV.
really
yeah.
good. Wow. Sounds pretty good too.
Yeah. If we go to sport dynamic, it should pop a little bit.
Oh yeah, huh?
Just a little
little pops on diesel.
We'll get out, we'll get some flybys,
Oh,
some
yeah.
sounds.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Dude, this thing sounds great.
Sounds good, right?
It hauls too.
Yeah.
You scare that lady?
I tried not to. I don't know. I think she saw it coming. She knew.
Yeah, no, this is great. Would you recommend this on anyone's SQ5?
Yeah, I mean, if you got one and you want a little more power out of it, this is great. I mean, it's not super laggy. It's not super laggy. It's, you know, it pulls all the way through. It's nice. A lot of torque. Feels good.
Now it just started raining.
Yep, perfect timing. Give it a little wash.
Thanks, Dylan.
Hey, no problem.